You want to know probably the biggest reason that you're not succeeding and you're not staying consistent on your goals? And it's probably not because you're not disciplined enough, or your parents aren't, your parents just don't let you do anything, and they're just so fucking bad. It's probably not because of that. And it's probably because you expect too much from yourself. You expect too much from yourself, and you expect too much from the world. You expect too much from other people. You probably have too high expectations. Think about it. When did you get on self-improvement? When did you start improving yourself? Probably no more than a year ago, right? So, think about yourself a year ago. How was he? How many times did he meditate that year? Probably, how many times did you meditate in 2022? Probably not very many, right? Probably 0. How many times did you meditate, or how many times did you go to the gym in 2018? Probably none. Probably 0. How many times did you go in 2020? Probably 0. How many times in 2021? Probably 0, unless you've been at it for a while. How many times did you how many times did you what's another habit? How many times did you eat junk food in 2022? Sammy, come here. It's probably at least 100, if not more. Probably more than 100, but at least 100. You have made progress. Staying consistent isn't about doing something every single day. Staying consistent with meditation isn't doing meditation every single day. Meditating every single day is just not. That doesn't happen. It especially doesn't happen with me. I've been meditating for 7 months, something like that. I'm definitely not consistent. There's people that have been meditating for 4 years and they're not consistent. Or not consistent by today, by what you think is consistent. They don't meditate every day. I don't meditate every day because, sometimes you forget. Sometimes you're not going to be able to meditate. So consistency isn't doing something every single day. You used to think, getting in a rut was, not doing your habits for, 2 weeks. And now, being in a rut is, you forget to do your habits for, 2 days. And it's oh, shit, fuck, I'm in a rut. Not doing something, you can't expect too much from yourself. You can't expect too much from the world either. I wanted to transition into this point. You can't expect to meditate every day. You can't expect to be on your discipline, perfectly disciplined, perfectly, motivated every day. Because, if you actually looked at, what your progress looked like, yeah, you've made a lot of progress, right? But the graph doesn't look like this. It looks like this, right? It goes up and down. It's inevitable. It goes up and down. Sometimes you're gonna miss the day of meditation. Sometimes you're gonna forget to sometimes you're gonna eat some shit. Sometimes you're gonna watch some movies. Sometimes you're just not gonna you're just gonna forget about your habits, gonna stay up late. Now, this definitely doesn't mean, go purposely stay up late. Obviously, try to do this shit every day. Don't purposely say I can just take a bunch of days off because Max just said, I shouldn't try to do it every day. Still try to do it every day. The point is you're trying to do it as much as possible. You're trying to do it every day. But inevitably you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to. So don't expect too much from yourself, and don't fucking kick yourself and punch yourself in the face for not being able to keep up with your habits every single day. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, definitely don't use this as an excuse to like stop going on your habits for a little while, because definitely don't do that. Like this isn't an excuse to like not do your habits, but this is just, I'm just saying, don't kick yourself over your like, because you didn't complete your expectations, because your expectations are probably way too high. Like, you're not going to be able to do something like every single day. That's not consistency. Consistency every single day, that's not consistency. Consistency is making progress over a period of time, over a long period, like a year. That's consistency. If you've made any progress, if you've made like significant progress since you've been on self-improvement, which is probably like pretty likely, you that's consistency. You've been consistent and you've made progress. Consistency isn't doing something every single day or even every single week. Being consistent is trending upwards. You know what I mean? It's trending upwards. Like, inevitably, the graph is going to look like... Hold on. I'm doing this because I don't want my hands to get cold because it's cold outside. The graph is going to look like this. It's not going to look like straight line. Like, it's going to be like that. If you see, like, if you're, like, what's an example? But you know what I mean, right? Like, if you're... I don't know what an example is, but... You know, the graph is gonna, like, it's gonna be trending upwards, but it's not gonna be going straight. You're not gonna be exactly consistent every day. You're not gonna be 1% better every day. I mean, still, yeah, obviously, try to be 1% better every day, but inevitably, like, you're gonna have some downfalls. So, don't kick yourself over not being able to stay consistent, because honestly, being consistent is just trending upwards. It's making progress over a year, over a long period of time. Sammy, come here. It's my dog. He's letting him roam free. You can see him. Can you see him? I think you can see him. Okay, I can't zoom in. Whatever. Fuck it. But yeah, dude, consistency is not being perfect every single day. Consistency is making progress. Consistency is not completely quitting your bad habits forever. Like, that's pretty much, if you're not doing that, then you're pretty consistent. You're much more consistent than you used to be. You used to meditate 0 days a year. Now you meditate probably 100 at least. Maybe less, but like, it's not even bad if it's less. Like, any more than 0 is progress. Like, that's consistency. That's progress. Like, you can't be mad at yourself for that, right? You need to show yourself some self-love. So, another thing I wanted to point out. Sammy, come here. Sammy. Come here. Dumbass dog. Hold on one sec, So there's just one more quick point I wanted to go over. And it's the fact that you can't expect too much from yourself, and you can't expect too much from other people. If you expect too much from just everything, you're gonna be disappointed. Like, if it doesn't work out exactly how you thought it would, or better, you're gonna be disappointed. So, for example, if your mom makes you dinner, but it's not something you liked, it's not something you were expecting. You were expecting some fucking great dinner, that was gonna be super tasty and perfect and delicious. But instead you got something you don't like. But if you weren't expecting anything, then you'll be happy that you're there's food on the table. If you don't expect too much from life, you're gonna be happy. If you don't even expect, if you expect to not wake up in the morning, you'll be like, oh shit, I woke up, that's pretty sick. You'll be like, whoa, what the fuck? And you'll just be happier. You won't be disappointed with your life. You'll be like, oh shit, dude, I'm doing pretty well. So, yeah, man. There's always room to improve, but don't expect too much from you. Don't expect too much from other people. Don't expect too much from the world. And you'll be happy. You won't be disappointed at everything. You won't be disappointed at everything. So, keep improving yourself. Keep quitting the bad habits. Distancing yourself from the fucking retards. And, dude, keep improving yourself. Keep doing good. Keep doing the good habits. Peace out. Stay consistent. See you next week.